What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector. The series I started up so I can give you guys a tidbit of what it's like to be a game hunter / collector. The shit you deal with all the damn time. And again, I got some gumption in my soul to get some stuff done today. I think I got 2 Super NESs that we got to get tested. If we got to fix anything, we will. We got an N64 we got to get out. I got the Sega CD. That's actually my old one. I got the new one installed over here. Look at all this crazy stuff right here. A lot of this came from the eBay / Macari Game Deals unboxing. I got some amazing Sega titles in that. We also got to test out the Power Glove, make sure that thing is working. All this awesome Zelda stuff, a lot of you guys sent in. We're going to get rid of all this stuff up top, put it up there, and make sure that shrine is looking like it is supposed to. Someone had a clever idea. I don't know if it was more like a smart-ass kind of comment, but it's actually not a bad one. He said, if you want more room, get rid of the bootleg stuff. And you know, I love my bootleg stuff, but that's not a bad idea. I think I am going to get rid of as much bootleg stuff that I can to make room for a lot more of the other stuff and put that stuff on display, probably out in the living room or something. Let us announce the winner to the weekly contest giveaway. If you do not know, or the vlog giveaway here, you have a chance to win this beautiful handcrafted Majora's Mask pin. As you can see, I got one hanging out in my shrine back there. It looks absolutely awesome. All you got to do is be subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and answer the question that I'm going to ask now. And are you ready for this question? It's going to be a weird one. What game would you like to have Link as an unlockable character? And it can be the craziest crossover game you could think of, whether it would be fun, funny, or just something you would like to see. For me, I think it would be absolutely badass to have Link unlockable in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. If you do not know, that game is absolutely amazing. I think it would just work perfectly. Answer that down below and you got a chance to win on the next episode. The winner to this giveaway is Agent Ants Game Saver. Hit me up on Instagram and I will get one of those mailed out to you. I think I got 2 left. A lot of people don't claim their prizes when I do giveaways. Hit me up on Instagram and we will get you taken care of. So anyways, guys, let's get to work. Alright, so I went ahead and took everything down, and as you can see, the new top looks a lot better. That is very awesome. I had to keep Mickey. I love the black and white version. He is very awesome. I found him at a flea market, probably for like 50 cents or $1, and he's awesome. So anyways, we got all that done. Rearranged slightly into the shrine. One of these days, I'm going to go over everything in there. People ask what these are. These are the notes that you guys send, whether it's in a package or just randomly. I keep them all. I think they're awesome. But anyways, let me show you. Now, I'm sure there are bootlegs hiding around all over this place. I thought I cleared majority of them out. I'm sure I'm going to find some as we go on. Oh, look at this. Right up top, we got the big box Super Mario paint that I picked up recently. That's probably not going to be its permanent location. I'm probably going to change it. It's almost embarrassing, all these bootlegs. Look at this. Alright, and this, like I said, it's probably not all of them. I probably got more in the closet. I'm trying to get this door shut. There we go. I don't know. I honestly don't know how many's here. 40 or so, probably more, and I probably got more hiding around. Those little things are, they're just like Q-tips, man. You're gonna find them all over the place if you're a retro collector. So, anyways, let me show you some of these awesome games. If none of y'all have seen the eBay Macari unboxing, this is some awesome stuff that I get to add to the shelf. Actually, this one I just got done beating this morning. This was awesome. Light Crusader, very awesome game. It was short. It only took me like 4 or 5 hours to beat, but it was very fun. Actually, the puzzles were kind of the piss you off style puzzles that I like. So we got all this stuff to add to the shelf, which I'm probably not going to do this today. We're going to go over here and test this NES Power Glove because I want to go out to the shop and get these consoles out. A lot of people have been asking for them, and I think tomorrow I'm going to attempt to get 2 gears done. Maybe more, I don't know yet. I think I got some people sending some in. So anyways, guys, lots of stuff to go over. Oh, and my Sega CD. This was my old one, minus the actual Genesis. The Genesis that I put in mine's cleaner. then this is why you kind of see the comparison. I had to clean the Sega CD before I put it over there in my spot. But this one only works with the tray open. I got to figure out why before I sell it. If not, it still works and I can sell it at a discounted rate. Oh, let me show you this over here. Since we took all the bootlegs out over here, I was able to, there's the 2 Atari porn games that I got left, you know, the classic Custer's Revenge, Beat 'em and Eat 'em. I threw the rest of the Atari games up there that were on the floor, and those are some of my soundtracks because I love collecting soundtracks for games. It's starting to look good in here. It's starting to come together a lot better than I thought it was going to be today, so let's set this camera up and see if we can't get this Power Glove working. Alright guys, so we got everything set up. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass it is to set up the Power Glove. I had to do a lot of looking back in the manual to make sure that I got everything right. I just taped this up here just to be quick. It'll work for the test. You're supposed to kind of like hang it off the TV, but it doesn't balance right anyways. This will work for what we're doing. We got the Power Glove down here, and I put in Super Glove Ball. If you don't know, I mean, the Power Glove works with any game. Regardless if it works well, it'll work with any game. You can just program it. With the Super Power Ball, I don't think you have to program it at all. I think it's just automatically set. Let's turn this. Oh, get ready to get this glove. I'm not going to put the glove on to test it. I don't need to. Except, well, I will test, you know, to make sure the buttons are working with the fingers on a different game, but we're just doing a basic test here. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so I already know that it's reading. You can see the blinking lights right there. Like if I move the Power Glove up, you can see that it's moving up. If I go over here, my phone's out of the way to the right, it picks up the direction of it. So let's start. Alright, there we go. You can kind of see me pull back. You see it's going up, it's going down, left, right. It does all that. I can't remember. You punch forward or something. I have never dived into this game. So it appears to be working like it's supposed to. You can see I'm clenching my fist here with it. That is working. All the buttons seem to be doing good. Like I said, I just don't think the guy at the shop, I'm gonna turn this off, knew what he was doing when he set it up. You know, you can put the Power Glove into the box or something. You could do something stupid. But anyways, that appears to be working. I'm gonna do a little bit further testing. Make sure all the buttons are solid on there. The fingers, you know, work like they're supposed to. And then this thing's going to be up for sale. I don't know. Maybe we might list it on Macari. If someone needs a Power Glove, hit me up Instagram-wise. Do it quick because these things typically go fast. Let's get out to the shop and let's get some real consoles out the way. Alright guys, so ignore the construction noise going on next door. They're doing some craziness. Hopefully they're going to build like a flea market or something. That would just be lovely. That or like a line of thrift stores. So here's 2 Super Nintendos. I think this one is defective. Yeah, the board's just fried. The reason why I got it, I haven't tested this one, but if you see the bottom is not yellowed, the bottom of this one is yellowed, and the top, we got to fix that door hinge too. But I'm going to Frankenstein and make a beautiful looking SNES versus one that's multicolored, which is not, you know, is not as attractive. So let's test this thing out, see if it'll read a game before we start working on it. I got one other SNES that I have not tested too. The N64 was tested last episode, so I just got to list that today. I've just yet to do it. Alright. Let's see here. I want to say it's video 2. I can never remember that shit. We'll find out. Alright. No flicker. Let me put a game in. Let's see that guy's tester, Tom and Jerry here. This thing's rough looking. I can't remember where I got this one. Seemed like it wanted to read right there. I mean, there we are on the right channel. It's getting a TV signal. It flickered. This tester, Tom and Jerry, might not be much of a tester. Pins are pretty dirty. Let's clean them up real fast. Another thing we're going to do is the Super Nintendo controller's got a split at the top. I'm going to show you how to fix that, or at least how I fix it. And we're going to make a good controller out of it again. Let's see if this helps. Pins real fast. It's acting like it wants to read. I should probably test it with a game that I know is clean, or that I know works. Let's see here. There we go. So it does work. Just that Tom and Jerry, I'm gonna have to do something with it. clean up the pins a little bit better, but I'm not worried about the little things right now. I want to get these big consoles done. Let's make sure this controller works before we splice it open, and then before we start Frankensteining these consoles together. Let's see. I'm not getting no action here. Did I get it? Oh, it's just very... yeah, that's going to have to be cleaned. I think. I don't see any splits in the actual cords itself. Let's try it again here. See with it being plugged up. Just to get a little moisture contact. There we go. Alright. Alright, controller appears to be working, so I'm going to show you how to fix that after we get this console swapped out, cleaned up. We're going to fix that controller. So let's do this right here. You might see some time skips in this. It's going to happen. Makes things nice and quick. This isn't something I would put a time lapse on. Well, you know what? Actually, I will, damn it. Let's time lapse it.
Player 2 defeated. Congratulations! This game's winner is Kirby. Congratulations!
Alright guys, this thing is cleaned up. It's looking a lot better. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a lot more presentable. As you can see, I Frankensteined the other two. The other one, completely yellowed. It took me a little bit of time. I've actually never had to repair a broken spring on a on the flat door there. It was just bent wrong. This one I have not cleaned, but you can see it's yellow top and bottom. That one I'll sell at a discounted price, but this one will be closer to more. As you can see, that thing looks a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, upload some of this footage because my phone doesn't hold that much. We're going to come back here, fix this controller, and I think I'm going to call it quits on that one because that damn spring door took me a little bit longer. I had to open up another one and see what the difference was on them, and it was just bent wrong. So I got that fixed. Let's work on this controller. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to fix a Super Nintendo controller, or basically any controller for the most part that has a split in it to make it look like it should. This one had a split right at the top. It does work, but it's split, so we're going to fix that completely. First step we're going to do is we're going to take this thing apart, obviously, because I want to clean the actual buttons themselves because they were pretty bad. They were not responsive that well. Any controller that has an unresponsive button for older controllers just needs to be clean for the most part. So let's open this thing up. And you're going to see just how easy it is to fix. That's why I don't avoid controllers. If they have a split that's at the top, you know, at least 4 or 5 inches from the top, I still pick them up just for the fact that I can fix them. It makes the controller slightly shorter, but it's usually unnoticeable. Alright, we got this opened up here. Alright, there she is right there looking good. All we gotta do now is clean these buttons up, which is very simple. Oh, where'd the other pin go? Don't tell me I lost it. Oh, it's under there. I just can't see. Yeah, you don't want to lose those pins. There we go. Put those over here. And then we'll lift this and we're going to completely take it apart. Alright. In order to... Oh, yeah, these buttons are nasty. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, dear Lord. That is just terrible. Alright, let's clean this up. Just a little bit of rubbing alcohol is usually all it takes. Clean this board up here, which just looks terrible. Oof, just look at that Q-tip, man. That thing, you can tell, has been just worked. And you also need to clean the contacts on the base of the rubber pieces here, too, because those are just as dirty, usually. Damn that construction, them bastards. They better be built in a flea market. Alright, so there's that. Put that off to the side. I don't want to lose all that. So to fix this, what we're going to do is we're going to cut it. Where are my scissors? There they are. Dear Lord, the construction's going crazy. Alright, we're going to cut right down here. Just cut it right off. And then I'm going to cut this off right at the split. Alright, lift that off. Oh dear God, everything always falls in this damn shop. Alright, we're going to splice the wires. I don't know if this thing's going to splice it without getting the others. Did it get them? You got one, but it didn't hurt it. Alright, so now I got all my wires exposed here and here. I'm going to strip each individual wire. I don't need too much hanging out. I think. Nope. Alright, all those are stripped on that one. Now I'm going to strip all these down here. Alright, so these wires are stripped, these wires are stripped. Can you guess what the next step is? You match the colors to the wires. It couldn't be simpler. there's 2 steps after this that we'll do, but this one right here is going to be the easiest for you. You got to be careful because these wires are so small that they can come undone really easily. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and solder them as I do them. Alright, so there's that. Where is my flux paste? There it is. My iron is dirty. Alright, there's that. I don't want to breathe all that. I see enough radio signals. Alright, and all I'm going to do is heat up the wire and apply just a little bit of solder to it. There we go, just to make sure that it is on there. I mean, it's not going to come undone, at least not easily. Alright, so there's that one. Now, if you really wanted to get fancy, you could put like butt-end splices on these things. You can use heat shrink. I'm going to use a little bit of black tape and protect each individual wire. That way none of them are touching, and that's going to be good enough for me right there. Had I had some heat shrink, I probably would have used it, but I am all out of that. Let me cut this away. Oh. And again, if you really wanted to be crazy, you don't even have to solder it. Just twist them, put some tape on there, and you're usually good to go. Now, I'd probably say this is probably not good for the colorblind, but for anybody else, you should be alright. And even, I like doing it like this because it makes it fit in the controller nicer. If it's up high enough, sometimes you can just open it up and then redirect it and basically just hide the split. But I like to do it like this. Makes it seem like some time actually went into it. Alright guys, well, I don't have any damn black tape either. This is just terrible. I'm going to improvise with some hot glue here, and just that way to protect everything as best as I can. Get in there. We'll let that heat up here. Alright, so now we got the glue gun going. All we got to do, I put this down under it so I don't get any on the board. I don't need it there. Give it a good general coating. Make sure it's completely covered, because I'm out of tape. Alright. It ain't gonna be the prettiest job, but it's gonna work. That's the main thing. It's gonna protect all these contacts from touching each other. Alright guys, it is done. It's not the best solution. If I had some tape, hell, if I had some shrink wrap, I could really make this thing look pretty. But I'm just improvising. I'm out of some of the materials, so we're gonna put this thing back together, and then we're gonna reroute. Matter of fact, while I got this open, I'm gonna clean it one more time. Alright guys, so I got the Super Nintendo hooked up. We're gonna test it with the controller plugged in. We're gonna see if it's actually gonna work. And if so, I'm gonna have all this stuff listed on Macari. I'm gonna get to the Sega CD probably tomorrow or the next day. I also got an N64 I'll be posting up. So we got the game here. Buttons seem responsive. It's working like it's supposed to. It doesn't take much to fix these things, guys. I paid $2.99 for the controller. I just got killed. But I'm able to turn it into a working controller. Now, sometimes you can't win them all, and that does happen. So with that said, I'm going to call it quits on this episode. Hopefully y'all learned something. If you did, that's a great thing. Hit the thumbs up button for me. But as always, guys, I hope y'all take care and enjoy the rest of your day.